Okay, so back with another review, and now I just got done watching the infamous Tarot movie, which is a 2024 horror film, and it's gotten a lot of bad word of mouth. It's a 4.8 on IMDb, and I'll be honest, I watched it. I did not know this was PG-13. It didn't even feel like it when I was watching it. Funny enough, even though there's not really any blood in it when you think about it. Now that I'm remembering, not much blood at all, except maybe one scene, maybe two. Pretty much it deals with a group of friends. They rent out this old cabin place, and they find a deck of cards in the basement, and pretty much tarot cards where you read your readings on your fate or stuff that might happen or bad omens or whatever, I guess. And they each get read, and pretty much the cards come to life in different demonic forms or monster forms and kill them off one by one. And it's up to them to try to figure out how to beat this curse. So that's basically the plot of the movie. Oh, and also, this is based off of a book, which I have never heard of or read. But, yeah, a lot of people are hating on this movie. I'll give it this. It's shot well. I mean, it does create some mood or atmosphere in certain scenes for me, anyway. I thought the acting overall from everyone, well, the ex-boyfriend of the main chick, I don't know. He was okay, but he wasn't as believable as the others to me. Even though, everybody else was just fine. He was just okay. Everybody else was either fine or okay or decent. The main girl, I want to say Harriet Slater. She was decent as well. We have, I believe Ned is in this from the Spider-Man Marvel films, from Homecoming, Far From Home, No Way Home. Yeah, he's in this. He plays a pretty much comic relief character. I kind of liked his character. He did make me chuckle at some spots of the film, although he did frustrate me towards the middle of it, towards it, because it does, I'll give it this also, it does move at a pretty decent pace. It doesn't lag around. It's not really it's not a slow burn. It does actually, speed through stuff, so it doesn't overstay its welcome, per se. And I will say the music in this, which I never really touch on when I'm reviewing movies, but I did like the opening song in this. Or not the opening song, the, I guess, montage. It was either montage or at the beginning, one of them. And they also play the oldies, the group Main Ingredient. If anybody is familiar with Motown music, then you know what I'm talking about. So they did use that song, which I thought was pretty cool and awesome. They actually played decent music. It wasn't, trap crap, rap crap, hip hop crap of what they play today in films. And even the ending, I thought was. Oh, they also have the actress that, if anybody's a fan of the Netflix Texas Chainsaw Massacre film, the lady that plays Sally, the older lady, she's in this as well. She played a survivor. She played Sally in that Netflix one. She also plays a survivor in this one as well. And spoiler alert, her character pretty much, she dies. Pretty much, she becomes like a Nancy. Or no, she becomes a Kristen from, or Kirsten, or whoever, from Elm Street 3-4. She's the last survivor of whatever, but then she dies. And then because pretty much you find out these cards are cursed, and whoever uses them are cursed with whatever the cards, whatever the cards read, they're gonna die somehow. Pretty much. And and the monsters, I will say, some of them they look practical to me, most of them anyway, in certain angle. I'm pretty sure some of them were probably at least practical, like the lantern looking ghoul, or the jester, I would say, although you can argue they do use some CGI with that one. Some, but they do also use practical. It seemed like it was a person in a suit, in a jester suit. And I will say the designs of these monsters, I kind of like them. I just wish they were in a better movie. Because while I did not hate the movie like everybody else did, would I watch it again? I don't know. I mean, and also, I will say, it doesn't have a downbeat ending like most horror movies nowadays seem to just like doing, and people are okay with that. It actually has it has a decent ending where at least 3 survivors, which I was surprised. And I will say the ending does do a funny thing where it starts the credits and then it stops to go back to the survivors. Because pretty much the character, I forget the character's name, but Ned, the guy who plays Ned in the Spider-Man movies, he survives as well. And they find out they explain how he survived the Jester encounter, which was funny at the end credits. And then they go back to the end credits. So I thought that was a pretty funny little touch there at the end. But yeah, they beat the curse. They killed the evil demon witch lady, and they drive off. And now, I will say some of the dialogue, probably people are like, "Oh, it's so they gotta explain everything to us that is even happening in the scene during the scene." I mean, so some clunky dialogue, I will say, I'll give it that, where they literally say what's happening, even though we see what's happening right then and there. They explain it right then and there. Like one of the hot chicks in the group is stupid enough to run out of a car on a bridge, even though she's told if she's she's a runner, so she runs away from her problems. What does she do here? She runs from, the hangman, as they're calling the one demon or thing. Also, the main evil spirit or whatever, witch lady, she basically is the woman in black, if you think about her origin, in a way. Well, kinda, because she died losing a child. What does this lady do? She dies, well, technically she killed herself, but because her kid was killed from villagers, so she took revenge and decided to bound her soul to these tarot cards and curse whoever uses them, I guess. But so yeah, she's basically the woman in black. She wears a black veil, wears a black dress, and she's very old and withered. So not really original there much in terms of look, but I do appreciate the fact that, again, not a downbeat ending. They had at least one decent song, or one song I really enjoyed, oldies. One decent song. I guess that can be 2 points. I'll count the songs as 1. Acting was just fine to okay. Editing was fine. Sound was okay. But yeah, a lot of people seem to just hate this movie, so I don't know. I'm giving it. I guess I'm one of the only, I'll say, 3 people on Earth that actually didn't mind the film. Now again, I don't really recommend it, mostly because there's other movies like this. Oh, you could have, a Ouija or whatever it's called, or Ouija of Evil. You have other movies with characters that are cursed. then they have to figure out how to get rid of it. So there's other movies this is taken off from. I don't know how the book goes, because this is based off a book, so I don't know how the book is, if this is how it is in the book, or if they changed some stuff. But I do wish we got more better character stuff. I mean, the only thing we know about the lead girl is her and the one black guy, the ex boyfriend of hers, break up at the beginning of the movie, and by the end they come back together and there. But she adds like, we find her backstory of her mom, I guess, was sick as well with cancer or something, and she started using tarot cards to try to change fate, I guess, and it never happened. But then they end up doing it at the end. So I don't know. I didn't mind the film. So do I recommend it? No. Unless, you know, if anything, it's more of a time waster, I would say. So it's, I shouldn't say time. Well, I guess it's good to say time waster, because granted, I wasn't really bored, but it's like I've seen this all before, so I'm kind of just waiting, you know, for it to be over. But yes, just there for me. So let me know in the comments if you guys liked if you liked elements of it, or thought it was decent, or didn't mind it, or just flat out hated it and it's an abomination on cinema. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Take care. Peace and love. Like, comment, subscribe, and share.